Giant sequoia trees are one of the tallest trees in the world and can grow up to 300 feet tall. That's equivalent to the length of 7 school buses. These giant trees grow only on the western slopes of the Sierra Nevada in California in a biome called the coniferous forest biome. It is characterized by the long and cold winters and short and cool summers. The biome has a high net primary productivity, which is the amount of carbon captured and transformed into usable energy, and is dependent on variable precipitation. This biome has limited biodiversity, which is similar to the tundra biome depicted here.
An impressive ability to survive for around 3,000 years may lead some to believe that the giant sequoia trees are more evolutionarily advanced than other trees. This is not true because all living trees are equally advanced enough to still exist. This is why terminology comparing the advancement of presently living organisms is not accepted in evolutionary biology. These terms can lead people to make false assumptions about the progression of the giant sequoia trees and life itself.
Trees can grow to such an extreme height and live for thousands of years because of indeterminate growth, which allows plants to continuously develop and regrow their necessary structures throughout their life cycle, explore new areas of nutrients, and respond to environmental cues, giving plants like the giant sequoia an adaptive lifestyle. Consistent cellular division allows for continuous tissue growth in the sequoia's roots and shoots, supporting this extraordinary lifestyle of living for a very long time by allowing it to be resistant to the negative impacts of its surroundings.
Water and nutrients throughout the tree, the giant sequoia tree utilizes the cohesion tension model. The xylem is one of the vascular tissues within the tree that transports water and dissolved minerals upward from the roots to the tree's shoots. Cohesion is how water molecules attach to each other through hydrogen bonding to form a strong column that can be pulled and pumped throughout the plant. Tension occurs when the water is up throughout the xylem, which then pulls the water column like drinking from a straw does. These forces construct the cohesion tension model, where transpiration creates tension in the water column within the xylem. And the cohesion between water molecules combined with the adhesion to the xylem walls pulls water upwards against gravity. The water eventually exits the tree after it has all of the water and nutrients it needs.
Due to naturalistic events, our population of giant sequoia trees gets divided into 2 subpopulations by a river flowing through the trees, separating the trees on one side of the river from trees on the other. This geographical isolation can result in lineage splitting. This occurs when a population is separated by a barrier and can no longer genetically intermingle. As a result, mutations independently arise on each side, allowing lineages to evolve separately and both subpopulations to accumulate differences until they can no longer exchange genes.
If we look closer at the river separating the population, we see the phenomenon of the river continuum. This describes how a river will look different at its headwaters than it does at its lower reaches. At the headwaters, the river is narrow with limited biodiversity and net primary productivity. Towards the middle, the river widens where biodiversity and net primary productivity are higher. Eventually, the river widens even more towards the end, and biodiversity and net primary productivity decrease once again, gradually separating the trees even more.
Clearly, giant sequoia trees will always be a natural wonder that shows Mother Nature's resilience and strength. However, with rising global temperatures due to climate change and increasing fires in California, these giant sequoia trees are in danger. We must take action to slow the effects of climate change so the giant sequoia trees can continue to thrive for thousands of years to come.